Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, The Crypto Siege, with another day in the life, in the crazy life of that is the digital asset space. I'm not sure why that last recording just stopped, but it just stopped. So anyway, guys, I wanted to hop on here real quick. Happy Thursday, driving video number 2. And I wanted to talk to you guys about making some money on your digital assets. Are you earning money on your assets? And are you earning money on your money is really the question I ask. And oftentimes, my mentor said this to me, and I think it's true. What can happen is your greatest strength can become your greatest weakness. And in the digital asset space, one could argue that our greatest strength was that bull run in 2017, right? And what happened is that some people got in the middle of that. Some people got in at the end of that, right? Some people just missed it. And so what happened is people, because they wanted to kind of get the gains that a lot of people got in 2017, they started to just acquire and hold. They were acquiring and holding, accumulating and holding, waiting for that same kind of bull run, and it didn't happen. And so over a course of 9 months, 12 months, 16 months, 18 months, they're not making any money. They have the digital assets going down a lot of times, and they're not making money on it. Where they could have had it on a platform where they could make money off their digital assets, and having held it for that long a time, they would have earned some interest on their digital assets, right? And I was one of those people. I was just buying and holding. Now, I got involved in this space way back when, in the lending platform space, right? So it was the high yield investment platform space. Very, very risky. High rewards, high risk, high rewards. And unfortunately, the bad ones began to just really, really exponentially outnumber the good ones. So you would maybe get one or two good ones, right? So we all heard of the BitConnects of the world. And there was BitPetite, and there was Devor, and there was Lend Connect, different things like that. All went down by the wayside. So if you got in early, probably you make some money, but otherwise you didn't. So, for me, I was definitely afraid of any more things like that. So initially, when I heard of Nexo and I heard of Celsius and these different things, I wasn't really trusting it. Nexo, Celsius, even Lend, Salt. I don't know if Salt was just strictly lending on your crypto. But so I was kind of hesitant about those platforms. Because those platforms were high yield investment platforms, but they were paying 1, 2, 3, 4% a day. 1, 2, 3, 4% a day, right? So obviously not self-sustainable type of thing. But these platforms, the Nexo, BlockFi, Celsius, are absolutely 1,000% more reasonable in terms of sustainability. And I tell you, the one that I decided to take advantage of was the Celsius network. And for me, I like the long-term game plan and or mindset of what they're doing. Now, I know a lot of people have talked about BlockFi and how BlockFi probably has a higher percentage on your digital assets. And I haven't looked into them that much. I looked a little bit into crypto.com. Very, very little into Nexo. I chose Celsius because I like the philosophy and mindset of Alex Mashinsky. I like that he gives back 80%. That platform actually gives you back 80% to the investors. And what he was saying is the people who support the platform, the people who put digital assets on the platform, they give back 80%. And all the other platforms, they just do not give back that much, not nearly as much. And so I like that philosophy. I like his mindset. And so I started small, bought some Celsius tokens, some Cell tokens, I should say. And I put some other digital assets that I had onto the platform, right? And first you got to download the app and, get verified and, this type of thing like that. It's a smooth process. It's really very user-friendly. But I just think overall the philosophy and mindset of Alex Mashinsky was the game changer for me. I like what he's doing in terms of teaching people to make money on their money and realize that it's not that kind of concept. passive. It's not for the wealthy. I like the fact that he is not going to jeopardize the platform with bad tokens and bad projects. And he understands that he is going up against the banks, and he speaks the truth, and that the banks, they make money for their stockholders, their shareholders, and they don't make money for people who put their money on the platform, right? In the bank, right? They don't pay us any money. The banks don't pay us any money at all for that. None, zero, nada. That's just the truth. And when the banks make money, because they're using our money, when they make money, they pay it out to the shareholders. They don't pay it out to the people who support the platform, put their money in the bank. They just don't do it. And he's right about that. And so I like that philosophy, and I like that he's making more and more people aware of it. And I like that he's trying to grow a community who gets that. And you guys might be thinking, that seems a little contradictory, being that you're XRP hodler. It's not. It's not. Because I believe in my heart of hearts that the biggest gaining digital asset is going to be XRP during this bull run. One of the biggest, top 3 without question. It's hard to kind of compete for something that might be less than a penny and can kind of do its thing. But XRP has had, it may be back at 94, 95% retracement since its all-time high. But when it had that gain, it had a major, massive gain. Tens of thousands percent increase is what I believe that it was. So you can't argue that. So, and I'm about taking the average Joe and Jane. My channel is about helping them level up their IQ in this space, and XRP IQ in this space, and their financial IQ, and win. Right, to become part of the new 1%. And so you got to have the digital assets that are going to help you get to that. Right? And then you want to support, for me, I want to support a platform that is thinking about the average Joe and Jane. And that, to me, is what Celsius is doing. Educating the masses on that you can make money on your money. You can do it in a safe place, in a safe manner. Number one, no matter what, Celsius is he's promoting the digital asset space. And that's the thing we got to get as well. We're inviting people into the space. That's what my channel does. That's what all the XRP content creators do, all the community members do, invite people into this digital asset space. And you guys probably heard Robert Westberg last night on the channel. He called in and did an amazing job. Shout out to Robert Westberg. Did an amazing job of reminding us, look, we entered into this digital asset space. So I get it when it moons. You want to diversify into other spaces, but do not forget that we entered into the digital asset space, and this is the space for the greatest gains ever in the history of finance. It's the digital asset space. So be careful about cashing into fiat so much, because fiat is the secondary. It's secondary. If it's not thirdary, it's secondary. Fiat dollars are secondary. I hate to, share the bad news, but it is secondary to digital assets, without question. And so I wanted to let you guys know that I did contribute to that platform. That is Celsius Network. Celsius Network. I did contribute there. I don't know if they got some kind of thing. I don't know if they have like promotions and links and all of that. I don't have any links or anything like that. So, but I supported the platform because I believe he is looking out for the greater good of the average Joe and Jane. And that's you and I. And I support that. His philosophy, again, it makes sense. We need to learn to make money on our money. We need to understand that there are things where you can make money on your money. I suggest that you look into making money on your digital assets. And so I like it. I'm going to be doing a video about self-directed IRAs as well for your digital assets. I'm going to be doing a video about that as well, maybe tomorrow as well. So guys, you can make money on your digital assets. Look into crypto.com, look into Nexo, look into BlockFi. For me, I chose Celsius Network and Alex Mashinsky because I like what they're doing. I like his philosophy and mindset, and I am making money on my digital assets. And understand those percentages are annual percentages. But the great thing about the platform, in my opinion, is it pays back 80% of its gains to the people who support the platform, to the people who put digital assets on the platform. He keeps 20%, you get the 80%. I like that. I think that's a great philosophy and a great business model. And so I support it. So guys, so maybe you want to look into that again. I don't have any links or anything like that. Celsius Network is their CEL token, which is CEL. You can check out CEL, I guess, on Live Coin Watch and Coin Market Cap, and learn where the site is. It's the Celsius Network, CEL SIUS Network. So, guys, there you go. Make some money on your money. You can do that in a safe place. Understand that the digital asset space is going to be a place for your biggest gains. That's just the bottom line. So if you've done your own homework, you've done your own due diligence, and you hold some digital assets, see if the Celsius Network supports the ones that you hold, and look into it. Look into it for yourself and see if you're interested in that. Because again, accumulating and holding is not making any money on your assets. And my homework and research has said that the Celsius Network is, for me, is a safe place to put my money and earn that interest. So there it is, guys. I'm going to wrap this video up like I do all of my videos and remind you of this, that old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, but we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. That the battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.